What's good with you?
I do the eyebrows too.
You doing the whole works?
What happened?
So you doing the whole works?
Yeah.
Got a date?
I got first of all, I got to show them what be going on in here. That's
Got you.
one. And then two, now, this need a haircut. I ain't gonna lie. This need a haircut, you know.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, man. Let's kick it off.
Yeah.
We didn't stop the last time, remember?
Yeah, now we'll talk about, what's it called? But first we gotta let them know. They probably seen the transition. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Last time I was here late at night, people still came in. Now I'm here early in the morning. We can see people coming in. So
Yeah.
it's part two, same video, but it's part two. But yeah, last time we left over, we talked about like celebrity clientele. So
Yeah.
like I was saying, like, do you think it's like, I guess, fair when barbers charge like $200 because they got like a celebrity they cut in all of a sudden, or do you think it's more so based upon like how good they are in
Well,
terms of what makes a celebrity barber a celebrity barber?
if they are good, that's the main reason why they probably landed a celebrity client. At the same time, it could have been somebody who they grew up with.
Yeah,
But
that.
think about this though.
All right.
In real estate, you're as good as the best comp in the neighborhood. So if your celebrity client is giving you 200, while you might not get 200 from the other people, you're gonna need about 50 or about 50 or about 20 at least, even 100. So the market has been set once you get that kind of money from a client.
Mm-hmm.
Because now that celebrity client give you notoriety. You know, people know of you because of that client.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like though it's just like, if like let's say it's a barber that don't even have clientele like that, and it's like one of their few customers gets, famous. Now it's just crazy because I know hella people that would just jump ship and be like, nah, I gotta come mess with this barber now, just cause. But it's like, you feel me? That barber was just had like barely any clientele. Now it's like 200-300 a cut, and it's like how y'all just doing that? You know what I mean? Like how can they just jump the gun like that on the prices and whatnot?
Think about this, right? A struggling artist get a big artist to get on a track with them. All of a sudden, songs blowing up. It's everywhere.
It depends. I mean, for
You know
somebody
what I
like
mean?
Drake, okay, but like I say
Yes.
all the time, where it's like a struggling artist will get somebody that's like, okay, but like still have a lot of clout,
Yeah.
and they're still in the same spot, like like months, years later, in
Yeah.
terms of their career and how their music is going.
Which is true, but that particular song didn't might have not popped. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But you're gonna at some point be able to use that as a charging point. Like soon as that song drops, even if it's not jumping, you get booked for a show.
That's true.
It's gonna be like, oh yo, this is the new price. Why? I got someone with Drake or whoever. But if it flops, then all of a sudden your number ain't the same anymore. But if it keeps rising, your price is gonna
I
keep
mean,
rising too.
yeah, I mean, you can't be wrong on the residual end at least. You
Yeah.
can't be mad at that. Got a lot coming in. Yeah. So I was gonna ask too. So like, what come to a haircut? I mean, even you personally, or you can speak on other barbers, but y'all judge your clients based on what they do.
Repeat that.
Like, if I want to come in and say, yo, Shane, just give me a zero guard. I just want to go bald, like Lil Bill.
Yeah, so
You would laugh at me?
I cut you for a long time now. You know that. So
It
if you
would
come in,
catch you by surprise though.
yeah, if you come in and ask for a zero guard, I'll be like, talk to me. What's going on? That's not your normal cut. You know what I mean? So you normally take a dark season taper or
Yeah.
no taper. So if you just come in one day and be like, I'm like, first thing I'm gonna ask you like, what's going on? You're not rocking the waves no more. Yeah, but nah, I wouldn't judge you. But I'd want to find out what's going on.
But do barbers like do that? Like, do y'all like so? Let's say like nobody's around. Y'all be laughing, talking about
Nah,
clients
man.
and
Let me tell
stuff.
you who barbers laugh at, bro. Dudes who ain't got no hair in the middle of their hair, and they asking me for a fade, bro. Barbers laugh at them dudes every day.
I mean, it don't make no sense. They try to look like a monk or
I
something.
don't know what they're doing, but as soon as you go in a barber chair, you don't have no hair on the top, they automatically think you're gonna either bring it down really low or you're gonna get a baldy. So when you tell a barber, yo, give me a fade, and you have no hair in the top, yeah, nigga gonna laugh at you. I don't care what you say,
So,
you gonna get laughed at.
yeah, I'll be thinking, I'm like, well, I think that every profession, a lot of people do that. Where it's like even doctors. I'm like, I feel like it's probably doctors that be laughing like, yo, this kid got the flu again. It's like this kid don't learn. He just always
Now, yeah, I
outside
can see
playing in
that.
the snow. Like you know
I
what I
can
mean?
see that. Like I
Like
tell you,
story like
protect
that.
yourself when you're not. I can see that.
Yeah. So like just going back to like I think it was about like just just prices in general. Like where I know you were saying like a part of that should do with the equipment. What like do you feel like there's a level of skill too that goes with it? I feel like some barbers aren't real with them though. Like when I was in PA, there was some barbers that were really trash. I ain't gonna lie. And like publicly, a lot of people used to like call them out for it. You know, be like, oh, like the cuts not even fire. But they still used to be like on some like Hollywood, you know.
The prices,
Yeah, and then they
comps.
charge they
Remember?
charge a lot, and they act in Hollywood like they're not cutting just anybody. And
So
it's like, well, shit. Some people, like even me included, there was some barbers. I was like, well, I'm glad you're not cutting about it. You know what I mean?
so understand me, bro. It's not about barber or non-barber. I'm gonna be straight with you. Some people are just like that, bro, and they're using the profession to act out because now people are depending on you. And people got jobs that they build their whole schedule around you. Whether it be to go to church, an appointment, interview, and you over here acting like a diva. People got a whole
Yeah.
life
Like they
going
need
on.
me.
You understand where I'm
Yeah.
coming from? Now you tell me, bro, I gotta catch a flight. I'm going on vacation or I'm going on a wedding, and I'm just whatever. No, it's not. No, I can't do that. I gotta make sure I come for you. Make sure you're good.
Yeah.
So now you could be like, listen, man, I'm not going anywhere else. This is my guy right here. Not just that. You are going to tell your friend or somebody, this is the guy to go to. You understand where I'm coming from? And a lot of people don't understand. You don't have to necessarily get the best haircut there is in the world. Be there for your client.
I mean, shit.
Be there for your client. Answer the phone.
I ain't
of
gonna
course,
lie, I might be a little
of course,
upset,
people
but
want their haircut right,
yeah.
but it can't be that bad. It can't be off. But get in that range where somebody's gonna look good or decent. Don't just do whatever you want to hurry up and grab the money. Nah, bro, that'll get you out of the business fast.
Yeah, I remember one of my boys in college. He used to cut hair. He was a white guy too, so it's like a lot of the black kids like they ain't really trust him at first. I mean, I was like, that's my friend at the end of the day. Like,
Yeah,
he was nice. Don't get me wrong, he was nice.
yeah.
And like it's crazy because it's like a lot of people from because he was from the town, so it's like the black kids who just went to school out there. It's like I ain't trusting a white barber. But
Mm.
like the black kids out there, it's like nah, Pat, he's fire with it. Like like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
could get
yeah.
his haircut by. And he was saying like a good haircut, like you were saying too, like you really gotta do what you gotta do with the haircut. Like he was saying a good haircut takes no less than 30 minutes at least.
Ah, listen, man. I've worked with some barbers, bro. Couple of dudes, man, surgical with it, and they not spending more than 15 minutes in your head.
Nah, but it's just about the effort though.
Yeah, which is true, because some people, nah, but this one particular dude who I know, he had a methodology, a pattern on how he cut. He refused to cut any other way. He starts one particular spot in the head and finishes off at the next spot.
And that's for everybody, or
Every cut that he does. I mean, granted, if you're doing a fade, but if he's doing a fade, he has a formula for the fade too, and he trusts those and stick by them all the time. And his results were crazy.
but doesn't he have to take into consideration the way people's crowns are, like where the crown is at, which
Yeah,
direction is
I mean,
going?
I mean, when you're cutting, you're not just blind cutting. You know where the crown is at, and you work your way.
Yeah,
But again, repeatedly doing the same thing over and over and over, it becomes easier for you. So you start doing it faster. You know what I'm coming from? My man was different. Different. Like half of the clients that came inside of the barbershop were his. And he was at the last chair. So people who think that the number of chair that you fall in the shop means something. No, it don't
huh?
mean I don't mean
I only
that.
thought I ain't gonna lie, I thought about that one time. I'm like, I
Nah,
wonder if that means something because it's like I noticed that too. Like I noticed like whoever's saying it, like in the first like 3, 4 chairs,
Yeah,
depending on how big the shop is, they usually the one everybody goes to.
yeah. Because it's
I never,
proximity. As
but
soon as you walk in
I
through the
think it was a
door,
big
those
deal
are the
though.
people who you see.
Hmm.
So it's kind of easier to jump in the first couple of chairs. Or those barbers are going to approach you first. You know what I mean?
Yeah. At the
But,
same time, I've seen some bad barbers in the first seat.
yeah.
So it's like shit, it messing up the business right there because now the other barber's not getting a chance because nobody want to take a chance on nobody in the shop.
Yeah. Listen, man, this thing right here, bro, been doing it now for a little bit, man. I love it. I love the human interaction that comes with it. Love it. Absolutely love it.
So like, do you ever have those days where like you feel doubtful?
Yes. Yes.
Or
Yes, bro.
I mean, I feel like for you personally, like especially location or whatnot, like you say all the time, a lot of people that just walk by or even just come into the shop, like you be saying, like these are people that you've seen grow up and whatnot. So it's like
Yeah.
I wouldn't think you'd have that doubt like that. At least you personally.
I mean, listen, we're all human beings at the end of the day. No matter how big and strong and tough, you see somebody on the exterior, bro, doubt creeping on everybody. Yeah, man, doubt creeping on everybody, even if it's not for an extended period of time, but it will come in. And so you get up one day, you come to the shop, and somebody bring you a cut that you haven't performed in a long time, you haven't done in a long time. Either that or it's a new cut. It might be something you're not that familiar with, but in your head, you got it, and you did pretty good, but not as good as you would want it. That'll just sink in. I don't know for anybody, but for me, and it'll hover over me for like a half a day or maybe even a day later. I'm still thinking about it, like, and it will fuck up the day. That will fuck up the day. You just stays the whole day thinking about it. But the whole saying that athletes usually just move on to the next. I couldn't be an athlete if that's the case. This should ride my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so going off that, what you were saying, like in regards to cuts, do you feel like you feel like you ever had a challenging cut? Like, was it a cut or just his hairstyle in general that you feel like,
One particular cut.
yeah, or even a cut that like, what's your easiest cut? Let's put it that way.
Dark Caesar.
Duck season.
Dark Caesar is the easiest, but people would think it's a baldy, but you gotta know what you're doing with a baldy. You can't leave no practice. You gotta go back over a baldy like 2 or 3 times or more.
So what you say is like the toughest cut?
The toughest cut. The toughest cut. All right, so for me, it's an afro, bro, especially a big one. And female cuts. There's some females that come in and their hair look nice right here. As soon as you touch it, that shit just disappears, bro. Like everything gone.
You think it's because of the
No,
texture or
not yeah.
the
It's actually
products?
their hair is thin, and sometimes they ask you to put part in there. That for me, right there, is a trouble. Every time you touch it, it just start moving. Good morning.
Come on,
Good morning, pretty ladies. How are we? Look, where's mine? You got mine? You have mine? Alright, I'll come for it soon. Yeah, so it's like you offer female haircut. Female haircut are some of the most challenging, and I think I see a couple of guys who do it well. There's this one kid out of Atlanta. It's
yeah.
pretty good. And on Instagram now, I'm starting to see a couple of other people popping up. They're pretty good. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't mind do like a little workshop through them or with them, just to understand it a little bit better. You know?
So like going off of Instagram, so talk about like the impact of social media when it comes to barbering.
It's been big and helpful, and also even bad name for barbers. So it's a whole arcade of stuff, but you take it as it comes, man. Because of that now, the prices has kind of gotten to where they used to be. Because barbers are still some of the most underpaid professions, you know. people will work at a job for 5 years, 10 years, and they have
Yeah, it's the amount of money.
preset negotiation on where
Exactly.
they'll get a certain amount of raise to adjust for inflation.
Mhm.
Barber never get that. People still think,
Well, entrepreneurs as a whole.
huh?
Entrepreneurs as a
Which is
whole,
true,
though.
which is true, which is true. But I don't know. I can't speak for anybody else, but it seems to me like barbers just people coming in there. Ladies coming with their kids now, their little baby boy. Oh, it's not $10. Like, no, mommy, it's not $10. It hasn't been $10
Now
for a
you
long
now you
time.
gotta go like deep in the trenches for that $10 haircut. I
Yeah,
remember
man.
that was me when I was a kid. 10
Yeah,
fifteen
man.
dollars the most. Like,
And how long ago was that when you was a kid?
shit.
That's like 20 years ago, right?
You know what I'm saying?
How you doing?
So, yeah, I'd probably say like 15 to
I'm
20.
cutting this here. Hold on. Yeah, I'm cutting this here. Yeah.
But yeah, nah, cause with social media though, it's just like, cause now it's like you can't even trust the bar, cause they got the blackout, or the airbrush,
Yeah.
they got the ring lights, they got all these different editing effects they do to make their cuts so fire.
So you're saying
And
in
then there's some
person
of
it might
them,
not be the same.
yeah,
I had the ring light. The ring light is just to help you see better.
no, of
Um,
course, yeah.
the blackout I got because one of my customers was always asking for it. So
But it's a trend though.
yeah,
It's a trend though.
yeah, it is. It
Like
is.
having all of these stuff, like
It,
even
re-
to, mhm.
it really does make that haircut look better
It
though. The
does make it
hairline.
look better. But I feel like there's some barbers where it's like that's the minimum. Like it's like you're not getting my check, you're not getting all these services. You know,
Oh, okay.
like if they can't wash it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like doing all these services is great on both sides because like one, he's making you look better and he's cleaning you up, and then two, he's making extra money. But it's like some barbers can't really give you like a good fade, a good Caesar compared to the next barber without using like an airbrush, without like putting certain products in your hair, putting a special shampoo in your hair, washing and all that. So
Yeah, but understand this. It's a part of the industry. The cars right now that comes with the massage and see the Xeon headlights make you see farther and better.
it's a luxury privilege.
These are part of the growth of automobile, anti-lock
But
brakes,
now,
the whole nine. So these are some of the growth of the barber industry. But
but I'm saying that's
what I
optional
think
though.
I'm hearing you saying is these dudes are solely dependent on these things and not giving the basics of a good haircut. That's what you're saying,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. There's
Yeah,
barbers like that. Listen, I seen it in Scranton, bro. I seen
because that's what they grew up
it.
on, though. You feel me?
hmm
They start cutting the haircut. They start cutting hair, um, 2, 3 years ago, and then in their third or their fourth year, all these things pop off. The chalk, you name it.
Oh yeah, like the magic pencil. Like it's
Yeah,
just
I'm
like
not putting that on nobody's
I don't know. I
head.
feel like because I say it all the time. Barbering is an art. I feel like if you're really nice with it, you should be like you're basically like a painter. Like an artist.
Yeah, but
Like I feel like you should be able to see the symmetry.
that's
I
a
get it though.
barber's that,
You need
that's a
help here
that's
and
a
there.
tool too.
Yeah.
Technically, that's a tool too. Listen, man, I don't necessarily knock it. If it helps, it helps. But I don't know that you need to walk around with a white line
Yeah. Nah.
around your head
Like
to show that your line is.
you seen that rapper? His name is like Too Rare. He's from Philly.
Yeah,
Like it's like a trend for him. Like he walk with the white chalk.
yeah. I seen kids with it.
But like that's his image though. Like like now it's like he's kind of not to say he's the trendsetter for it, but it's like he's making it a thing where it's like boys, young boys want to do that now. Like they walking around with the chalk in their hair and whatnot.
So where that comes from is when you have a liner that's hidden,
hmm
and you put it on the skin, it'll leave this little ash mark, little white mark on the skin, and that's when you know a liner is hidden. So what they're doing now is using that pen to create that
Yeah,
ash mark. But it's what do you call the word I'm looking for here? It's generic. It's manufactured, so it just doesn't look the same.
yeah.
So when you, it is a dude that I follow on
Yeah, I feel like they use a little too much too. Like,
yes, maybe if they do it just a little bit lighter, it have a better look. It doesn't look real.
because like you said, when it's organic, it's like probably like a centimeter. Like
Yeah.
I'm seeing like an inch like go down somebody's forehead of chalk. Like,
Oh, you mean away from the hairline itself?
now I'm just saying the pencil whatever they're using is just so thick. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
the mark is like it's
Oh,
like
so
coming down their forehead as opposed to just being a thin line
it's a
going
white
across.
tip. It's a white tip. I don't know, bro. I've never used it before. I'm not saying that I wouldn't, but anything that I do, if it's when it comes to this thing right here, try to minimize it. This is supposed to just help. It's not supposed to take over. It's just like seasoning a pot of food. Seasoning is not supposed to be the only thing you
Is the thing
taste, bro.
shaking, brother?
Hmm?
Is this moving the tripod?
If it's
It
not
look like
moving,
it's shaking a little bit. It's shaking?
it might be shaking that was
I
that
know I'm
was
not wearing my glasses.
just a little bit, just a little bit.
That's fine.
As long as it doesn't fall over good.
Yeah. But I was gonna say though, like, so you think like there's like the sassiness behind like what clients want like, for example, the chalk we just spoke about that the blackout, even like what's it called the eyebrows. Like, do you think that's like somebody come in and say they want to get that done? You got like kind of going back to earlier. You got judging for
Yeah, for a while I did.
it.
I wouldn't do it. I used to.
But that's just
I
but
still
look, that's
believe.
is that because that's how you feel? Is that the Jamaican in you that's coming out?
Nah, it's not the Jamaican. See, when I first started working in New York, I worked in a
Mhm.
predominantly Black American barbershop neighborhood, and all the barbers in there used to front up on it. Used to be like, ah, because it's associated with Spanish dudes and Puerto Ricans and stuff like that. So when a black kid come in and ask for that, dude used to be like, yo, what do you know? Now you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's not. It has nothing to do with me being Jamaican or not. It was just something that I didn't. All right, so when I was growing up, right,
Mhm.
there's this thing where people pierce one of their ear. And one time we saw this kid who
Yeah,
came
everybody swear they think my ears are
from
pierced.
the rich part of town, and he had both of his ears pierced. Man, we went in on that dude, bro. We was like, yo, and then later on, guess what? We all
Oh, got your
we
ears
all had
pierced.
our ears pierced, both of our ears pierced. But
Oh man.
the eyebrow thing though, like if it's grown men doing it, cool. But little boys or young kids, you can hold off. If it's bushy, I'll pass the clipper over it and make it less bushy. But to shape it up and have your eyebrow arch better than your girls, then we got an issue. We got an issue. But I can see where dudes are saying it's like
Well, not just dudes, but
it's a grooming issue. Hmm?
even girls too. Like girls would say men are sassy if they do certain things. Like,
Oh, girls are fronting on that.
yeah, that's crazy because it's like if I told you right, my sisters always talk about a couple girls spoke on my
bro,
eyebrows too. I ain't
bro,
gonna
I
lie,
like sis.
but it's mostly my sister I be saying it right, and then
I
it's like
like
when I
sis.
do it, she makes fun of me. She's
Yeah.
like, "Yo, like you really got your eyebrows done. Oh, like you think you a new person now? Like she's like, damn, he got his eyebrows done now. He doesn't know how to act. Like she be saying
Oh
stuff like
wow,
that.
firing shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, bro, you the same person that just told me to do it. Like,
Oh, she told you to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh
saying. Like all the
wow, yeah,
time, bro.
that's crazy. But listen, man,
And I rarely do it at that. So.
I'm getting to a stage where I judge a lot less now, and I think the older you get, the more you get into that space.
I think it just has to do with like just fashion and creativity because it's like you seeing guys dyeing their hair all types of colors now. They getting dreads just so they could color it. They doing all these hairstyles to color it.
Shoes,
They're getting all these different styles,
dudes are
putting all
getting
these
dressed,
parts.
getting dreads pierced on the top of their head now.
Bro, you seeing people with like
You
they
didn't
have
talk about
waves.
that part.
They have waves and then they put like they'll like put a fake like ponytail or something
Yeah,
in
man.
the back
Like,
of their head. Like
and I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to do it, but I got a friend of mine who's doing it, and he's telling me that most of his clients that he gets from it is Spanish people,
mm,
and a lot of the Spanish people who want it done, it's like they prefer to go to Spanish barber to do it.
mm.
So
Just
he spent the money and did the course, and now he can't really capitalize on it because I don't know. It's like the
I feel
market
like
is cornered by those people.
sometimes it's a culture thing or just like being relatable, you know. Like especially with black women, they always say, you know, we want products that's made by black women because they understand the hair texture and whatnot. Same with black men too, but more so like women, because you know men not really into the products. But it's kind of the same with barbering, where it's like earlier I was saying, you know, black guys not gonna look at a white barber and think he's good until they actually see his cuts.
True, true.
They just gonna think he's used to straight
Vice
hair.
versa.
I remember too when I was younger too, like I used to have friends that used to ask me, and we used to play with them, like with my white friends. We'd be like, "Yo, so let me guess, you get your hair cut with scissors, or I'm sorry, they call it shears.
Shares it.
You get your hair cut with shears, like we just be making fun of them. In the same way, they'd be like, "Have you ever got your hair cut with scissors before?" And like, you know, we both be picking fun at each other and whatnot, but yeah,
That's funny because growing up, I don't care how much clippers a barber has or use on your head. To finish off the haircut, they'll still use the
the
scissors
shears,
just
yeah,
to, yeah,
just to
and get
get
all the little loose ends to make your
they
hair
call it
look
like the
neat.
prickly legs or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, make your hair look really neat.
See, we know it. Yeah, but cause even too, like with straight hair too, it's just like I know people could cut straight hair with clippers, but they gotta be more careful. They gotta use higher guards and stuff like that.
Yeah, straight hair can be tricky. What the thing about straight hair is it shows every single imperfection, bro. It doesn't hide anything. So when you cutting straight hair, you make one simple mistake and it get highlighted. It shows. Or if you don't know what you're doing, you could spend a whole haircut chasing down that one mistake that you made and probably never get it right. You know what I mean? It's to me, it's the laws of studying. I thought the 10,000 hours rule.
Yeah,
The more you do something, the better you get
you
at
gotta
it.
be perfect at
So
it.
if I'm in the hood cutting black people hair all the time, I don't get too much to see a white person cut their hair. Even if I go to school and do it, still
It's
gotta
not
come
gonna
back
be.
in the shop and do it every day. You understand where I'm coming from? So nah, but you got some good black barbers out here, freak the
I'm
snap out of some white hair. You know what I mean?
I'm sure vice versa as well.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing is obsolete. Nothing is 100%.
Yeah.
So Elvis Barber was a black guy,
Oh, for real.
Memphis, Tennessee. Yes,
Uh,
you see what I'm talking about?
but you see, the thing is though, I feel like in barbering, everybody just assumes the black barbers can do it all. But then it's like a white barber or a Hispanic barber, it's like they can only cut just straight hair.
Bro, I'm gonna give you a joke,
Well,
right?
why is that?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna give you a joke real quick. The other day, I had a client move out to New Jersey, so he researched the shops in the neighborhood before you went, and he said one of the shop that he found, he started reading the reviews and stuff, and a lady was complaining that the barber messed up her son's hairline, white barber. So he now goes on the search engine on where they're rating his cuts, and he's gonna go respond in the comment like the hairline and his skin is the same color. His hair and his skin is the same color, so I didn't know which one. I was like, that's the most racist
The
shit you could
barber
ever
said,
say.
"Wow,
But now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably not even the barber. It's probably just a hateful person who wanted to tongue in cheek, that type of joke.
yeah, yeah, it's crazy though, cause it's like some people just gotta learn how to adjust and adapt. I feel like with any skill set. I feel like with barbering, you gotta adapt to the clientele. You don't know where you're about to be at.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know,
Again, man, I'll give it up to Spanish barbers, man. Them boys are bad. Not take anything away from them,
but I feel
but
like they're the ones who are so versatile. Like I see them cut everybody.
yeah,
Everybody
because they grow
that
up with everybody, goddamn
that
it.
too.
Even Puerto Rico, a lot of
Right.
black hair there. Dominican
Yeah.
Republic, even more black hair. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If you
I'm,
come, if you come from, all right, so an Ecuadorian barber or a Mexican barber would be least likely to take on a black haircut. Too many black people there, but small South American and small Caribbean islands, such as DR and Colombia, Puerto Rico. course they're gonna be able to take it on. Their cousin and they sometimes their brother got that nappy here.
Yeah, because I feel like for like Spanish barbers, it's like they kind of like I don't know what it is, but it's like they kind of got this connotation around it. Well, actually, I think where it starts from. Yeah, I think it starts from just the fact that they always assume Spanish people into like the cosmetics and stuff.
Mm.
So now it's like on average, if it's like if there's three barbershops, a white barbershop, a black barbershop, and a Spanish barbershop all on the same block, I feel like if you did a survey just looking at, let's say, take the first 100 people that walk down the block, no matter what their background is, you probably see them look through that Spanish barber window first.
Yeah,
Because I feel like it's a connotation that people just think, or assumption that people
they
just think,
assume that
yeah, the Spanish
they're the
barber is
boss.
the best one.
Yeah, yeah. But again, man, there's and now because of YouTube and Instagram, some badass white boys out there. There's this one Asian dude out in
Oh, yeah, the
Arizona.
Asians too.
Yeah, there's one Asian dude out in Arizona, man, that I follow.
What's his name?
I don't even remember. China Barber, I think it is. Badass Chinese dude, you know. I don't know which Asian country, but bad Asian dude. Bad. He cuts everything too.
So I know there's some barbers that like to. I feel like it's kind of like basketball players. There's some basketball players who like to just be all about the gear, and they're the ones who like aren't the best. But it's like you feel like some barbers overdo it with the gear.
When you say gear, what do you mean?
Well, I said gear. Damn, gear was but just equipment, like equipment,
Oh
stuff like that.
no, bro. If you go to a mechanic shop, man, and you see a mechanic with all the tools, bro, you wanna give him your car because he got all the tools.
But
That
can't
don't
use all of
necessarily
them.
that don't necessarily mean he the best mechanic in there.
There you go.
But you don't wanna go to a dude who didn't spend any money on it, so he's gonna work on your car. You can't plug something in and it tells you what's going on. So you want to see the barber with the newest tools. Like for me, I want to switch out all of these cordless. The cord gets in the way, you know. But for me, every every cordless clipper you buy, it
You gotta
makes
charge
sense to
them and
no,
stuff
it
like
makes
that.
sense to buy two of them because now you have two clipper, you only have one thing to charge it with. So when you're using one, the other one is being charged. It takes away. So I got 8 clippers, and each of them has a cord.
Hmm.
That becomes four now
Yeah.
because one cord for 2 clippers. So that becomes four. So it's a lot less to deal with. But some barbers who are not letting go of these cordless clippers. I mean these cord clippers. These cordless, the babyless, some powerful clippers, bro. These
Yeah,
right
definitely
here.
know the Babeless, the Andes,
Yeah, no, these are some powerful clippers,
the
some
heavy
beautiful
hitters right
clippers,
there.
right? They got other stuff out there that rival it or probably better, smoother for some
So,
people.
would you say that's your favorite brand?
Not necessarily, but this you can't deny. It's so powerful though. And the thing about this is it's sustain the same power and energy if it's 1%, if it's 5%, or if it's 100%. If you don't look at this little blinking light right here, you can't tell that it's going dead. It'll just stop on you, which is a bad thing too.
True.
So it makes sense to have a second one, which I just got. I just got recently. So now I got two of them. So at any minute, one is charging and one is cutting. That right there only keep one cord. Makes sense. So back in the days, we used to use scissors to do the skimming.
Hmm.
This right here to do all that. So this is why a lot of dudes are going away from the scissors. It doesn't necessarily mean that they can't use it, but this is just so fire,
Yeah.
so fire.
I ain't gonna lie, that black and gold caught my attention. So going back to like the question I asked is like all the gear and stuff like that. So like even with style too, like you think people just do it for fun or like you think they try to do it to show off or what? Like
Why?
for example, I remember when people used to have those Supreme like Louis Vuitton capes
Yeah, why not? Why not have some flair with your work?
too.
remember Deion Sanders, right? We can always make references to sports and stuff like that because that's what we like. Deion Sanders was the flashiest dude in the whole game.
Well, he was doing everything though.
He was pretty good. He was good at what he. Why not add just a little bit of flair to it? Man? Life in itself is boring. You get up and come cut some hair and then you go back home. You know what I mean? Add a little bit of flair to it. And I think, some people, some customers, when they see that, they just assume that, oh, I'm gonna go to this guy. He got some swag. Like people follow stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not so essentially, I'm not surprised at all. I see it all the time, like in every industry.
Yeah. So even as a barber, man, when you come out, you want to put on, some decent clothes. You can get seen. You don't want to come out here looking raggedy. You want to, first of all, you're trying to get other people's appearance to look a certain way, but yet you are not that way. So you can't do that. Selling yourself as a barber, and you're a brand too. You're a brand too. Because whatever you do, they're gonna go tell somebody else, and your brand is gonna grow. Wherever you go, those people more than likely will follow you. You get where I'm coming from? So, yeah, man, you just come out in your way. I mean, even though sometimes that might happen, don't do anything. Relax. So, my question to you now is, how you go about choosing a barber when you walk into a barber shop?
That's crazy because I was just gonna ask you about trust, right? I feel like outside of just the appearance, I kind of feel like it has to be how approachable you are.
Mm.
Like I feel like for me, if I'm walking into a barber, like for example, I'm at you, right? I feel like I'm walking into a barber shop. I get it too. It's like you're not supposed to be. I mean, you're not gonna be cutting every hour. It's probably gonna be an hour or two here and there. Nobody passing by. Everybody's at work, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool. So I know people be chilling. I feel like sometimes I be like, you walk into a shop, you see people just like they just don't come up for approachable. Like maybe somebody in the chair that's like
Lack of interest.
that's sleeping, or somebody just slouching. They kind of like
Yeah.
grilling. Not even. I know some people have RBF, but it's like some people really be grilling you, like.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't feel like approaching you because I don't really think you're gonna take care of it. I think you about to just do this real quick.
Just do whatever
Take
you
my
want
money,
to do.
probably overprice me because I'm a new client. You know what I mean? Like the ones who are like, but there's the thing, there's ones who are too approachable. They're like, yo, oh, like they'll be like standing at the corner and just chilling outside. Like, yo, you need to cut your coat, come through.
But
I got
that's
chef
his
for you.
hustle, though.
It is,
That's his hustle.
but
That's
it's
how you
like,
get his client up.
I feel like one thing I learned with network marketing was like sometimes you gotta let people come to your business. You can't really, I mean, yeah, market your business, but like you can't always try to force your business on people.
Not force, but get some attention to it.
And now it's true.
Hi, how you doing? My name is such and such. I might have a business, but if I don't, I'm right here. My name is such and such. You can swing by if you feel like
That's
check me
calm.
out. Check me out.
But it's others like, I see you right there. You look like
Nah, nah, that's nah. I'm
people
not.
be
I'm
doing
not
too
gonna do
much,
it. Nah, I'm not. I don't put that extra mustard on there. I'm like this, or if I see, because some nowadays you can see, slide up and put your head down. Or,
Because this a service that's always gonna be needed.
yeah. So you can see remnants of a bad haircut when it's grown back more than any other time, right? So you see a dude walk past and just got a high top fade, or even just a fade in general, and it's heavy. The bulk is right up here. It's all the way around and give him a rim, and just be like, you can point out and be like, listen, that rim is not supposed to be that. I'll make that transition smoother for you. Simple. You won't be like, oh, that barber is
Devil's
this, that,
advocate though, they might be like, this is how I wanted it.
which is true. But if they let you know that's how they want it, then that's completely something different. But for the most part, a lot of people walking around with those haircuts, and they are so easy to fix, Breece. I wonder, sometimes I wonder, like, how did this barber leave it like this? How did they run into this problem? Listen, man, YouTube, bro.
What they be saying, beauty is in the eye of the
In the
beholder.
eyes of the beholder.
And that's why I
Yeah,
think it's BS, because
but
it's like, come on.
beauty is
Something
in
like that?
beauty in the eyes of the beholder, but the job is not in the eyes of the beholder. The job is supposed to be done a certain way. So just do it that way and get it done that way. And don't be afraid to sit down and look at some videos on YouTube. Don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? There's good stuff on there. Help me out. Help me out.
And it's crazy too, because it's like, I feel like a lot of YouTube barbers,
Mm-hmm.
they tend to do the same video over and over and over, right?
Yeah.
But they're still fascinating to watch. It's like, what's the word they use? I think relax. I don't remember. But there's like a word that people use when they watch those type of videos, like those people that be watching like those videos where people pop pimples and stuff.
Yeah, so
There's
I
a
watched
word they
that
use.
too.
How? That shit's nasty.
What you call it? Dr. Pimple Popper,
I think
I
they call
forgot.
it satisfying. No, what's the word
I'm
they
not
use?
obsessed with it, but a couple of times I've seen it and I watched it. But sometimes sometimes I'm mad at myself that I even started watching it. I was like, yo, this is disgusting. Yeah. But now I look at it a couple of times now. Because of that, I've learned a couple of things about it now. My Poma or something like that. So some different little things that she explains on the show that I would have never known. So now when I see people with those, in my head, 90% of the time it's harmless. You know what I mean? It's just overgrowth tissue. But if I didn't watch the Dr. Pimple Papa, I would have never known. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So another thing I was gonna say too, like is even so I said approach like how approachable you are, also too how clean you are. Like every time I come here, I always see you wash your hands.
Yeah.
I see barbers that put on gloves, but it's like their hands are so sweaty, and they just think, oh, I'm gonna put on another pair of gloves. Like
Yeah.
it's like their hands is building up all that sweat. You know?
I never really liked
But some
gloves.
of them just don't do that.
The only time I put glove on is when my hands get cold. Every time I use gloves, even when I'm doing any type of work, I put a glove on and it just feels, because I got big hands. So it always feel like it's choking me. So I never really liked gloves. Even during COVID, I started doing it and it just felt so uncomfortable. So what I did now is I just started using the hand sanitizer excessively and even dried out my hands. But that was my answer to it. The glove thing I couldn't work with. You know, I mean, maybe people out there would say it's a certain level of cleanliness because your hands touch one client, your hand touch the next client. You know, they might want to argue that people have stuff on their skin, but bro, be so fearfully a professional. Find a different one. That's my thing. You understand where I'm coming from? Yeah, man, that's just my thing. Yeah, man, the friendly barber don't really mean much. It's that friendly barber because listen,
I mean,
what I hate most as a customer is to walk inside an establishment and nobody acknowledges me. That for me that's it. I'll turn around and be like, like no, I'll be right back. I won't go back. I'm coming to spend my money. I need to know that there's a certain level of professionalism going on inside the space. Hi, good afternoon. You need a haircut? Oh no, I got my barber already. All right, cool. Oh, you're here for yeah. But make sure that person know that you welcome their presence inside of the place. It's only right. And, and I use that for anywhere I go, everywhere I go, even restaurants. I go in a restaurant, bro, and nobody act like they don't want to acknowledge me. Be like,
oh yeah,
yo,
no too.
not even just,
No
I don't even
gratuity,
want to
nothing.
stay there. Time for me to go. I'm not welcome here in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Breece, man. this business has grown dramatically over the past couple of years, and I love it. You know, a lot of people might think the Instagram and the YouTube barber is harming it. I beg to differ. I think they're helping. A lot of them are helping. I'm not talking about just the little ones who set up something in the garage and are overcharging people. Not those dudes. Not the dudes who know how social media work and is getting a lot of views and a lot of hits.
So more about the experience and the quality and
Yeah, I'm talking about the dude who realized, you know, how talented he really is. Because sometimes you don't realize certain things until you start putting it on the video. You look at it on video and you be like, oh, I look damn good.
shit, I look damn good right now. What y'all
Yes,
think?
sir.
Y'all
Thank you.
rate this cut right now.
You feel me?
Let me know how y'all feeling about it. You know, make sure that you do a spin around the chair for me, like
Hey, give me a second.
yeah, everybody. Yeah.
So normally you would have some
Oh,
air gun. Oh,
the
yeah, eyebrow. Give me a second.
there you go right there. Oh, you said the air gun?
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
air gun.
forgot about that. I remember you had the thing.
Yeah, man, that air gun is a lifesaver, bro. So those are just more tools that a barber has added to, their
But
arsenal.
that comes in handy though. I feel
Very
like
handy,
so I feel like there's something that's just like
bro.
they can go without it.
I thought so too, but anytime it goes down, like if the line is compromised and we got to shut it off, you struggle, bro, because every second you're reaching for it because you use it to remove the air from your clippers. You move it to remove air from the customer, the air that's around the air that's around your chair. You use it, the customer, the client getting up out the chair, man, and they're here in places on that person that you don't want to touch. Go over there with the hair going boom boom. No time now, it's gone. I had this little boy, this little autistic kid that I used to cut. He wouldn't cut with the cape on.
What is that?
As soon as the cape go on, he rips it off. And then he goes to the bench, the waiting bench to sit down. So I gotta go over there with my clipper, my cordless clipper, cut his hair. All the hair falls on him. Then I go over there with the hair gun and remove it.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, that wouldn't have been a thing. You know what I mean? That would have been so much more difficult. So yeah, all these tools, they
Even
really
too, it
help.
probably helps with sweeping too, cause like you just send it all to one area.
Yeah, you do. You do. It helps a lot. Or a guy coming through with a broom and everybody just use the air gun that's around them and push it out.
Yeah.
So now it's just one pass he has to make instead of coming through all the crevices and the premises inside. And then it's it's an enhancement, man. Like, see that? You can see the hair, right?
Oh, what's wrong with it?
Same
I'm
thing I
not
was
wearing my
talking
glasses,
about.
but
Same thing I was talking about. Heavy right here with the rim going all the way around. And I know dude who you used to cut him used to give him some mean cuts. But now I guess he's probably doing that by himself. Which I never ever advocate for. If it's not a baldy, you need to hear hello, man. Go pay that money. Unless appearance or looks don't really mean much to you.
so YouTube, you
No,
know,
no, no,
people
don't.
over
See,
here.
that's what you just did? You
Yeah,
move your eyebrow.
yeah.
Yeah, but even if you go learn it on YouTube, bro, I still say
Take
go
trial
pay
and
that.
error.
I'm a barber and I didn't start cutting my hair until I started going bald. I refuse to cut or even line up my hair, especially a lining part.
Yeah, what you used to have, Shane?
Hmm?
I see you with a flat top.
Nah, I had a skin fade. Most of my life I wore a skin fade,
Okay.
and no, I'm lying. Most of my life I wore something similar to a baldy. My mom's wouldn't allow me to have any hair. So when she wasn't around, I grew my hair out, and then they had to cut it off. Yeah. But it was mostly skin fades during the teens and early 20s, a lot of skin fade. That's
So
the cut.
yeah, final product. So I gotta ask too. So like, you think like it's certain hairstyles that do go with certain people and they don't?
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
think so too. I ain't gonna lie.
Absolutely. I had this one client, man. I had a
Like I
little
can't see
boy.
myself that.
I had this one client, this little boy. He was getting a flat top. He looked like a small black dark skin version of Kid and Play. He could fit the little boy so much, bro. I used to
Yeah.
enjoy doing it. One day his pops came and was like, "Nah, just cut it down. I'm gonna grow his hair up." So now he started getting taper, the little afro taper. Kid never looked the same in my eyes, but if his dad liked it, that's what it is. But that haircut was a signature for him, bro. Look cute.
Yeah. I feel like everybody got. Even you told me like I had this. I think I had a fade one time. He was like, "That's not your signature." I'm like, "Yeah, it's really not obvious." Like I didn't know. You know, I feel like everybody does have a signature.
And that's one of the things too. The client gotta know that you're gonna be honest with them. You're gonna tell them, what you actually think, what you believe. Like, you come here tomorrow or the next day or whenever, and you say, "Yo, Shane, give me a haircut." I look at your hair, and if you don't need a haircut, I'm gonna tell you, bro, you don't need a haircut, get a lineup. You shape up and go. But a lot of dudes, they don't care. Like, you get that money. You gotta be able to establish that
That's
trust
how people
with your
go. That's
client.
how people go both fast though.
What the hairline, constant hairline?
Yeah. No. I'm saying like you said, if I don't need a haircut, I'm forcing a cut.
Nah, I don't force nothing on people. I got them. Trust. Just like any other relationship. This relationship between me and you is no different than boys who call and talk to each other every day. A certain level of trust got to be there. Whatever you talk to me about in your cheer that's going on in your life, you got to be able to know that after I leave here,
That's us
that's
right
that.
there.
You feel me? You
Yeah,
got to
I
be
feel
able
like a
to.
lot of people, like they say, people cope in many ways. You know, some people like playing sports, some people like going to the gym,
Yeah,
some people like to run, some people like to talk, right? Whatever. But I feel like going to the barber is another one too.
which is true.
I feel like some people just go to the barber just get in the chair to talk. They don't even.
And
They
that's
just
the
they don't
next
say if
thing.
anything. I'll take a lineup just to
Yeah,
just to
the
support.
quiet barber. I don't knock the quiet barber. I'm not the quiet barber. I'm gonna talk to my client. If my client say, "Yo, bro, I don't want to talk," I shut up. But I'm talking. Morning. I'm gonna talk to my client. You know what I'm saying? These are people who you're standing over every 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time in very close proximity. You might not even get this close to even your boys. You feel me? You like feet apart talking to each other, so you gotta be able to establish a certain relationship with people. I don't know. For me, I talk to somebody. A lot of times I got my own problem, but while you talking to people, I forget
But sometimes too, yeah, like talking back, just like kind of helps because
them and I forget what's going on. Man.
maybe the client knows how to help you. You know, the same way the client be thinking the barber can help
The whole saying, man, this old saying, closed mouth don't get fed. It
you. Yeah.
doesn't necessarily have to mean something physically to eat. It might be something mentally. But you speak out, say something, talk to somebody. And again, I don't have any problem with a quiet person because they might be coping. That might be the way for them to cope.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I want to be able to talk to people and interact, get everything else that's going on. That helps me.
Yeah, I feel
You know what
that.
I mean?
Yeah. So everybody want to get a cut from you. How they get a cut from you? They got they
At
got.
different barbers. That's my IG. Um,
Like, which
it's
one?
still
You say
it's
high
still
difference?
acting like it's still acting as the old shop page. I didn't really touch it up. I'm gonna do some work on it. But yeah, at different barbers. I don't necessarily want to give out my number. I don't want everybody calling me. So at different barbers, DM me, and we go from there. I'm at the corner of Francis Lewis in Brookville. Just come to pull up, ask for Shane. Just at me.
Right here. Or just hit me. I got y'all.
At different
Got
barbers.
y'all.
Just put it there.
No, it's always
Let
been a
them know the
pleasure,
fun.
man. Like I said, this guy been coming out almost
And
a
if you
decade
if
now.
you're a customer who don't want to talk when you come here, just say, "Yo, bro, I want to talk."
Yeah.
I won't hold it against you. You know what I mean? That's just
Yeah.
how it works.
I know what's going on, man. Tapping with my barber right and just let them know who sent you. Simple as that. You
It's
get
my
right,
guy
get a
right here.
nice cut. Somebody I trusted for years, man. Not just with just my hair, but just everything. I tell them stuff I don't even tell my family, So
It's my guy right
that
here.
just shows you how much trust and how much love I got for this man right here, man. Yeah. So we got ended off right here. Well, how much is the cut, by the way?
Ah, we'll talk about that off camera.
All right. Now
But
I just want to do a funny.
haircuts,
I was gonna do a funny.
you
Yeah.
mean how much on average for a haircut?
Oh yeah, sure, sure.
Haircuts start at 30, 35 and up, you know, depending on if you want eyebrows and stuff like that done. Blackout is a different price. Nothing crazy.
Now I,
It's not 200. It's not.
now I see Jeezy do a clip like that. Well, I think it was him and Sir Cruz. He was like,
Uh,
I think he said something. He's like, I'll be $45. He said $45. I'm Sir Cruz, and he just walked out.
oh,
Like,
Sir Cruz?
I was gonna do some funny shit like that, but nah, it's all
Gotcha.
good though.
Listen, man.
All right, it's like that.
You my
We
dude,
ended it
man.
right here, bro.
My dude.
That was a pleasure.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.